Hello celebrities family, welcome back to the channel. If you love BL dramas and deep dive reviews, then you're definitely in the right place. Today, we're exploring a thrilling but messy corner of BL entertainment, the top 5 toxic BL series that grabbed attention, stirred emotions, and kept fans hooked despite all the chaos. Let's get right into it. Top 5 toxic BL series. Toxic love stories in BL dramas may not always be healthy, but they're undeniably addictive. They explore jealousy, obsession, trauma, power struggles, heartbreak, and everything in between. These series bring intensity, drama, and conflict that keep viewers glued to their screens. Today, we're counting down the top 5 most toxic BL series that continue to spark discussion across the fandom. 1. Love Syndrome Thai BL. Starting off our list is the emotionally intense Thai BL Love Syndrome, a series known for its raw depiction of trauma, obsession, and chaotic passion. The story follows Dae and It, a couple whose relationship is anything but smooth. After a severe accident leaves Dae with memory loss, his personality changes drastically. What was once a stable and loving relationship turns into a messy battlefield filled with unpredictable mood swings, mistrust, and emotional instability. It struggles between holding on to the man he once loved and trying to survive the new Dae who emerges violent, confused, and emotionally detached. The mix of trauma, psychological struggles, and extreme emotional reactions creates a love story filled with tension and heartache. Despite its heavy themes, fans found themselves unable to stop watching, thanks to the gripping storyline and powerful performances. 2. Dear to Me Taiwanese BL. Next up is Dear to Me, a Taiwanese BL that beautifully explores themes of loyalty, danger, and the emotional toxicity that can develop when two characters become deeply intertwined in harmful circumstances. Jin Xuan and Lin Rui have a complicated dynamic from the very beginning. What starts as an unusual bond quickly escalates into a relationship filled with secrets, sacrifices, and emotional dependence. Rui's involvement with gang activities brings constant danger, and Jin Xuan finds himself swept into a world he never asked for. Their connection becomes increasingly toxic as both characters struggle to protect each other, even when it means making destructive decisions. Fans love the series for its emotional depth and high-stakes drama, but it definitely earns its place on this list for showing how love can turn dark and risky. 3. Love Mechanics Thai BL. Love Mechanics remains one of the most talked about toxic BLs ever produced. The tension, the heartbreak, and the morally questionable choices made by the characters elevated this series into a fandom storm. The story centers around Mark and V, whose relationship begins in a messy and controversial way. V is already in a relationship, yet he falls deeply into a complicated emotional entanglement with Mark. Their connection grows from confusion to obsession, jealousy, emotional manipulation, and continuous heartbreak. What makes Love Mechanics particularly toxic is the imbalance of feelings. Mark loves too deeply, while V is torn between guilt, selfishness, and desire. Their back-and-forth dynamic keeps viewers frustrated, invested, and unable to look away. It's the kind of series that leaves you yelling at your screen but still coming back for more. 4. Addicted Chinese BL. Before restrictions pulled it off the air, Addicted became one of the most iconic and controversial Chinese BLs ever released. Its depiction of intense, obsessive love between Ji Yuhai and Bai Luoyin made it unforgettable. Their relationship is fiery, aggressive, and emotionally volatile. Ji Yuhai's possessiveness and Bai Luoyin's stubbornness create the perfect combination for constant arguments, power struggles, jealousy, and emotional clash after clash. Despite all the toxicity, the chemistry between the leads was so strong that fans worldwide became hooked instantly. Addicted remains a legend in the BL community, proof that even a highly toxic love story can become an international phenomenon. 5. Revenged Love Chinese BL. Finishing the list is Revenged Love, a Chinese BL masterpiece filled with emotional intensity, manipulation, betrayal, and dark motivations. The plot revolves around two characters deeply tied by a painful past. One seeks revenge, while the other is caught between guilt and longing. Their interactions are heavy with tension, hidden motives, and emotional wounds. Every episode unfolds more manipulation, shocking twists, and complicated feelings that blur the lines between love and hatred. What makes this series stand out is how it shows the destructive side of unresolved trauma. The characters hurt each other in ways that push the limits of forgiveness, but their chemistry and emotional connection keep viewers locked in. Toxic BL series may not show the healthiest relationships, but they bring unmatched emotional intensity, gripping plots, and unforgettable characters. From obsession and heartbreak to revenge and dangerous love, these dramas remind us that love isn't always soft and sometimes the messiest stories are the most captivating. If you enjoyed this countdown, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Celebrities for more BL content, reviews, and rankings. See you in the next video.